Confidence is by definition linked to competence, what we do, our external competence in things, right? Confidence in our ability to speak, confidence in our ability to trust in our ability uh, to speak right now in front of you, to um, pursue goals, to pursue our own business, to make sales, to get our name out there, to approach a woman that we like, all of that. Confidence is linked to our competence in that, to our skill set. But the more important thing is comfortability. Comfortability in yourself, meaning self-acceptance, comfortability in who you are. And that when you find that within yourself and you hold to that and you strengthen that, you have that self-acceptance, that comfortability with yourself. You can be in any situation in life and not be very skilled at, not be very confident in that skill, and be totally fine with who you are. You could be in a room full of, you could be making less than six figures, be in a room full of millionaires. And if you're so externally focused on confidence, you're going to feel insecure. Oh, they're achieving more than me. They're like, uh, they're so much better in so many areas of life. They have so many resources, right? But if you're comfortable with who you are, you realize that these are just human beings, just like me. And I stand for something in my life. I'm comfortable with who I am. I accept who I am. Yeah, I'm making strides in my business. I want to improve. I want to get to six figures. I want to try to shoot for $1 million in my lifetime or next year or 2 years or 3 years or whatever. But the insecurity doesn't come if you're comfortable with who you are. And to be comfortable for who you are, you need to understand what you value, what's important, what's actually important to you. Is it money? Is it family? Is it growth? Is it integrity? Is it honesty? Is it moral principle? Like what moral principles do you stand for? And are you rooted in those? And do you live by those? Understanding that, right? And then taking taking time to develop yourself in areas that you actually want. You may be procrastinating in certain areas to developing yourself. Like there's nothing wrong with getting more competent, getting more confident in certain skills, and that will help aid your comfortability with yourself. But the real work is just focusing on how can I accept myself for who I am right now? How can I be comfortable with who I am? Because the truth is that there's so much, this is the myth of the self-improvement journey is, okay, if I just get the six pack, if I just move to Miami and have this high rise, then I'm going to be happy, right? Then I'm going to make it. Then I'm going to feel secure. But actually that never comes because you're focused on something external. But the comfortability, I'm fine with who I am. I accept who I am. Yeah, I'm making strides in my life in various ways, but like I have something to stand for. I have something of substance to give to others. I have real value. That's the most important. Because then you can be happy now. And you'll be happy then when you get that $1 million or get to move, get a beach house by the coast or, whatever ambitions you have.